Everyone, welcome. I am Paula and I live a keto low carb lifestyle. And for the month of November, I am doing a Keto 101 series. I am just sharing some of the tips and tricks that I have learned over the past 2 years while eating this ketogenic diet. Today I'm going to talk about the difference between clean keto and dirty keto, or some people call it lazy keto. We eat, in my opinion, a really clean ketogenic diet. And by that, I mean we eat mostly whole, one ingredient, natural foods that aren't highly processed and we don't eat a whole lot of packaged foods. We eat a lot of meat in its natural state. We try to eat grass-fed and organic and all of that. That doesn't always happen, but we try to, for the most part, eat vegetables, and we do have some berries. Sometimes people ask if we eat fruit. Berries is our fruit of choice because it is the lowest in sugar. Even the small amount of packaged foods that we do eat, I read the labels and I make sure that all of the ingredients are clean ingredients, meaning ingredients that I know what they are. They're natural ingredients. They're not chemicals. They're not like words I can't pronounce. Most of the packaged foods that I buy have very limited ingredients on them, and I know what all of those ingredients are. Now, a dirty keto diet or a lazy keto diet, I've heard some people call it. It's still a low carb diet, but more processed foods are allowed, more packaged foods are allowed. If you've seen the keto products that are out in the stores and they say they're keto friendly, a lot of the tortillas, a lot of the granolas, a lot of the different breads and that sort of thing, they are considered dirty keto because they have more ingredients in them and they are more processed. And some of them even have the breads in that. I can't eat the breads and the tortillas. My husband can. He has on occasion had for work when he was going to work, he would take sandwiches a lot and use the keto bread because it didn't bother his body. It causes inflammation for me because a lot of those breads still contain grains. Also, on a clean keto diet, you really try to eliminate seed oils. I feel like everyone, even if you're not on a keto diet, should eliminate seed oils. They're very inflammatory, and just do your own research. Go ahead and do your own research and research seed oils and the process that they go through. The thing is sucralose sweetener. I don't eat that on a clean keto diet. I try to stay away from that, but a lot of people who do dirty keto don't mind the sucralose at all. Sucralose is a good tasting sweetener, but if you do your research on it, it's just not as good for you as something like stevia would be. So that's my little spiel on clean keto versus dirty keto. I'm going to talk just a little bit about tracking macros and if you should track or not. So tracking macros, I've had people ask me, what is macros? Macros, when you look at a nutrition label on a food product and it says the calories, the fiber, the protein, the fat, that's your macros. What do I think about tracking? So I don't track. I don't really keep track of things anymore unless I am eating new foods that I have never tried or a new recipe. That my tracker of choice is Carb Manager. It's an app, or you can actually go, I think, to a website, Carb Manager. You can do it on there as well. If you don't have a smartphone and you can't do the app, I think you could just look up Carb Manager. And you can set up an account and you can start putting the foods that you eat in there and it figures it all out for you. And so it will show you just put everything you eat and drink throughout the day on there. It will show you your macros. And at the end of the day, it gives you a total of what you have eaten, how much protein, how much calories, how much fat. And if you want to know what your macros should be, I can help you with that. There are also calculators online that you can go and do it yourself. But I have a link on my website, and for a very small amount of money, you can go and purchase that, and I will send you the information that I need. It's basically some body measurements and your activity level and your age and your weight and that kind of thing. And I can calculate them for you, and I can tell you what your calories, your protein, your fat should be, and your carbs. So if you want to do that, you can, or you can go and do your own research and find a calculator online and do it yourself. And then you will have a gauge of where your macros should be. So what I recommend to my clients that I am coaching, I tell them, I would like you to track your foods every day that you're eating for 3-4 weeks. That way you get an idea of where you actually are. Because I think thinking it in your mind and actually calculating it, a lot of people think that they are eating less carbs than they really are. So it is really eye-opening to start logging all of your foods and then really see how you are doing. You might not be getting enough protein. Protein is super important. Fat is super important as well, and keeping your carbs as low as you can get them. I'm not so concerned about the calories portion. I always tell everyone when I figure their macros out for them, don't worry about the calories part. I eat over my calorie recommendation every day, and I still am receiving all of the benefits of healing to my body and weight loss. So I don't focus too much on the calories. I do tell everyone, focus on hitting your protein and your fat goals for the day and keeping your carbs low. And so I recommend tracking for a little while. I have some clients that are enjoying it so much that they keep doing it because it's really helping them to stay on track. And then I have some clients that say, okay, I've done it for a month and I'm good. I don't want to track anymore. And like I was saying, I don't track anymore because I've been doing this so long. I have an idea already of what to eat. I eat a lot of the same foods all the time. If I'm creating a recipe for my blog or for a YouTube video, I go to Carb Manager and I go into the little option where you can create a recipe, and I add in all my ingredients. I break down the serving sizes, and then that's how I get the macros for each serving of whatever recipe it is. So I do use it, and I do use it if I am going to be eating something that I have not eaten before, and which is very rare. I will look it up on Carb Manager and calculate it. So I do refer to Carb Manager a lot, but I don't necessarily track all of my macros every day. I do keep in mind the carb count. I need to keep it super low. And so but I do recommend, if you are new to this, that you track for a little while until you get on track and you get an idea of the types of foods that you should be eating. There are other carb apps out there. I know there's Chronometer and there's a few others. Fitness Pal, I think, is one, but I have not used those, so I'm not familiar with those. I can just tell you that I really like Carb Manager, and that's the one I recommend to my clients, and they all seem to like it as well and say that it's very user-friendly. So that is my little spiel on tracking. I don't necessarily track anymore for myself because I feel comfortable with my food choices, and I kind of know up here what it is, what I'm consuming. But if you are new, I highly recommend tracking at least for 3 or 4 weeks. You may want to go a little longer if you're struggling and trying to get, a tighter grip on it. But usually after 3 or 4 weeks, people tracking every single thing that goes into their mouth, it's really eye-opening, and you start to learn what foods you are going to eat and what foods you're not going to eat. And it all depends too if you're going to be doing clean keto, lazy keto, total carbs, net carbs. I highly recommend clean keto, and I highly recommend total carbs, especially if you are a person who needs to have healing in your body from diseases and that kind of thing. I recommend keeping your ingredients as clean as you can get them, and that will help get rid of a lot of inflammation. If you want to just do this to lose weight and you want to enjoy the keto packaged foods and it's working for you, go for it. But for healing purposes, losing inflammation, that kind of thing, clean keto is the way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get us something to eat. It is 11:30, time for our first meal, and I'll be back to show you what we're having. See you then. All right, so we're getting ready to have our first meal. It is 10 to 12, almost noon, and this is what we're having. We're having scrambled eggs. We have, each of us, 3 scrambled eggs and some bacon, 4 slices of bacon. There's a little bit of cheddar cheese in our scrambled eggs with a little bit of salt. And I use butter to cook them in. And then I'll show you here. I have some protein sparing bread. This is egg white bread. I have a video on this. This is Maria Emmerich's recipe. And we made cinnamon toast. And so all I did with it was toast it up in the air fryer on both sides, put a little butter on it, I mixed cinnamon and monk fruit together and just sprinkled it on top. And this is a lovely breakfast. So we're gonna go ahead and eat, and I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, we're also having coffee. See you soon. Me and Sapphira, my little dog, we're on our way to the mailbox. We take a daily walk to the mail. Our mailbox is way down the road. And so we are out. I've had a few of you ask me how she's doing. It's actually a nice day today. So I thought I would show you some footage of Sapphira taking her little walk in the woods. You better watch sticking your nose in holes. See that hole right there? She always sticks her nose in that hole. I don't know what's in there, but I hope we never find out. Come on, Missy. Come on. Come on. She jumps like a deer. Okay, so I thought I would do a fun little grocery haul for you guys. I haven't done a grocery haul in a long time. Normally I do Sam's Club and Aldi grocery hauls, but we are not close to an Aldi up here. The nearest Aldi is probably about 35, 40 minutes away, and it's easier and more convenient for us just to go to town here. It's a small town, and there's a butcher, and then there is a little small grocery store, like a hometown grocery store. And I was looking at some of the prices. Some of the prices are a lot more at the little grocery store here in town, but by the time I would drive all the way out to Aldi or Walmart out, 40 miles? Is it 40 miles away? Yeah. Something like that. By the time I would drive that far away, I would be using gas. If I was going there for something in particular, and I could stop there and stock up, that would be really good. But just to make a special trip out there, I thought, well, you're going to spend money in gas driving out there. So I do pay a little more here at this little grocery store. It was fun. I went to the butcher and I asked, I had to get more bacon, and they smoke their own bacon there, and it's just so good. I had bought pork belly from them the last time I went there, and I asked them today. There was a younger kid waiting on me. He looked like he was new. And I asked him for a chunk of pork belly, and he just kind of looked bewildered. And I told him I wanted unsmoked, just raw pork belly, because I wanted to cook it myself. And so he had help with another guy that works there that cut the pork belly for me, gave me a couple pounds of pork belly. And I was telling them that I am on a keto diet, and I've been on it for 2 years. And the younger guy, well, neither one of them actually have heard of keto. And so they were kind of looking at me like they didn't know too much what I was talking about. But then I told them it's a meat-based diet. And the one guy said he had done carnivore before for a couple of months, but he couldn't stick to it. But I thought it was just funny. I guess I didn't realize that a lot of people don't really know what keto is. And it just inspires me to do more of this so that I can get the word out about this diet. So I want to show you real quick what I got from my little haul. It's not very big. We have a freezer full of meat, so I don't have to go to the store to get meat. I did get some chicken, but as far as beef, we're stocked on that. But we go through a lot of eggs. So I made sure I got enough today, and I'll show you real quick what I got. All right, so this right here these are not pasture eggs. They're just white eggs. Their pasture eggs are really expensive for a dozen. And me and Ed were just talking today. We go through, for breakfast, we'll eat 3 eggs each. And then if I make chaffles, that's more eggs. So sometimes we could go through 6, 8, even 10 eggs a day when you think about it. And so I wanted to really stock up on eggs because I'm having to run to town every couple days and get eggs. So these are just white eggs. Preferably, I would like the brown pasture eggs with the really orange yolk, but these will do. And so this is a 2.5 dozen pack. I got 2 of them, so that's 5 dozen eggs. And they were $4 and I want to say 29 cents for 2.5 dozen, which isn't too bad. So you figure, what is that, like $9 for 5 dozen eggs. So got a bunch of eggs, got some mushrooms. We're gonna have steak tonight, and I thought I would saute up some steak and onion, mushrooms and onions to go along with that. I got some blue cheese. I'll show you what I do with that in a little while. And we've been going through the cheddar recently up here with our eggs. We eat a lot of cheddar, and so I got another big block of that. Back here, I got some chicken breast tenders. I bought these the other day and breaded them with my crispy breading, and they came out really good. So I decided to buy some more to have in case we get in the mood for some chicken tenders. I love the heavy cream that they have in from a local farmer. And this is grass-fed cream, and this is just cream. And that's why I really like spending the extra $2 or $3 more to buy this, because it's just cream and it's grass-fed and it's local. And also you can take these jars back and get a $2 deposit back every time you take the bottles back. So I save up my bottles. I'll get 4 or 5 of them and I'll take them back, and then I'll get a free bottle of cream, so to speak. So this is a really good, nice, thick cream. And I just got a jar of pickles because I was running low on the pickles that we have here. And got some bacon, and this is the pork belly. 2 pounds of pork belly and 2 pounds of smoked bacon and some romaine lettuce for Caesar salad for tonight. So that's my little haul. I hadn't done one in a while and thought it would be fun. So I'll see you in just a little bit when we have our dinner. So it is 20 minutes to 6 and we're eating our second meal of the day and our last meal of the day. Earlier, about 3 o'clock, we had a protein shake. I keep forgetting to show that, but we had our prime protein. Used the vanilla prime protein with some ice and some macadamia milk. Let me show you the macadamia milk because I've had some questions on that. Macadamia milk that I use, I get it on Amazon. You can also get it in some grocery stores. It's not in the refrigerator section. It's like in the middle aisles where they have the like boxed milks in that. And this is what it looks like. This is the one that I like. It's unsweetened. There is 1 gram of carb for 8 ounces. I will put 8 ounces of this into the blender with some ice with a scoop of this protein powder, and it's a delicious protein packed shake. You can also use other nut milks. Some people like to use water instead of any milk at all, but we like the macadamia milk. So for dinner today, we are having steak. And this is T-bone steak, and I made deviled eggs today. And so Ed is going to be having T-bone steak with 2 deviled eggs. Don't think that deviled eggs are just for holidays and special occasions. You can make them any time of the year. And I made Caesar salad with some fresh shredded Parmesan cheese on top. I'm having mine a little bit different. I am having a T-bone steak with a chopped boiled egg on top and just a little square piece of blue cheese. It was about that big. I just crumbled it up over top of the cheese, over the egg, and that is my meal. I'm also gonna have a small Caesar salad to go with this, and that's what we're having. Ed is not gonna be eating at the table with me today. He's on the couch with his leg propped up. He had some swelling in his foot this morning, so we thought it would be a good idea for him to keep it propped up today. So after we eat dinner, I'm gonna go over and sit next to him on the couch and let him say hi and give you a little update on how he's doing. And so we'll see you then. All right, so dinner, good dinner.
Very good.
Yeah. Like I said, Ed had some swelling in his ankle this morning when he woke up, some pain. For you guys who don't know, he's got this external fixator on his leg, and there is a metal rod that goes through his heel. There's 2 rods in his knees too, but the one in his heel, it goes all the way through, and we have to clean the pinholes around the rods, keep them clean, and all that. And when he has his foot down, it causes swelling and all that because that rod is in that thing. So he's just sitting here on the couch today having a lazy day. So
another one.
The boredom is really getting to him. But next week, what is it? Tuesday. So this is
the 4th.
What is today? Saturday. Today's Saturday, and Tuesday morning we get to go to the surgeon, and we will hopefully have a surgery date.
Yes, finally.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Can't take it much more.
Yeah.
It's getting long in tooth for sure.
Yeah. So, he has been keeping busy doing his model cars. He has 3 model cars. And he's been like painting and letting them dry and all that. So he's been working on those and just watching TV and
doing puzzles and doing word searches and
working on the Facebook group.
Working hard on the Facebook group. It's keeping me real busy.
Yeah, he's helping me with the Facebook group because I don't have a lot of time to be on there making all these videos for this series. And so he's been engaging with everybody in the Facebook group over there. So really good.
Pretty fun.
So something that several people have asked a question. When this accident happened with Ed, the next day after his accident, his mom's apartment building caught on fire. And we had everybody praying and, sending out prayer requests for that. And I've had several people ask about how she's doing. And I wanted Ed to use this video to talk about how she's doing and let everybody know because people were asking.
So she's doing pretty well. She's in a nursing home setting now, which is more along the lines of what she needs. She's like kind of declining and she's having some mental memory problems and stuff. So it's actually a blessing in disguise that this thing burned down and she got put there not by my choice, which is a good thing too. So she can't blame me for doing it. And we're in the process of making her a permanent resident there. I just have to send some more paperwork and send them the rest of her money and get her signed up on Medicaid. And if that all goes through, then she's all set. She'll get all the care that she needs. She's getting 3 squares a day and they do her laundry and clean her room and clean up her when she needs it. And it's pretty good setting. It's a mid-grade type facility. It's not, it don't smell bad or anything like that. And it looks nice and the people seem to be pretty nice. And they have a big bird atrium in there and a couple of fish tanks and that kind of thing. So it's not what you would normally think of a nursing home. It's a step up. So I never thought I'd be able to qualify her for something that nice. So it's actually pretty good. So we just got to finalize a few things for her. She's starting to fit in a little bit, making some friends, and she doesn't like the idea of not having any money, but that kind of goes with that territory. I don't know if you know anything about nursing homes, but once you're on Medicaid and you don't have any more resources, they take everything away from you except for $60 a month. So that's the only money she's going to have, and she can also have up to $2,000 in her checking account. I don't know what happens once that gets depleted, but we'll figure it out. She has two bills to pay a month. She has a life insurance and a phone bill, so it's like $120. It shouldn't be a big deal for a while. And but she's in a good, safe place. She's being taken well care of.
That's the important thing.
And it is. That's the most important thing. They distribute her medication for her and everything. They have on-site doctors and a nurse, and they have a mobile x-ray machine. They came in there and x-rayed her knee last week because she was complaining about her knee hurting. And other than that, like I said, she's in a safe environment and everything's okay. So she's missing me and I'm missing her, and been able to get down there and see her in a month. That's a little different, but it's okay. Everything's all right. I got a cousin looking after her, and her brother and sister are looking after her, and my kids are looking after her.
The kids are going to visit her and taking the grandkids. She gets
to see the grandkids.
Yeah.
And they had a trunk or treat last week for Halloween, and that was real successful. So 3 of the grandkids got to go do that, so that she got to see them all dressed up.
Yeah.
So it's okay. It's a lot to get used to, really, but it's a necessary type thing.
Yeah.
I know she's okay. I don't have to worry about her laying on the floor for 6 hours.
That's happened. That has happened before. Yeah.
Several times.
When she lived alone.
If she falls now, she's just got to cry out. Somebody will hear her in the hallway and help her.
Yeah.
So that's really about it for her. Like I said, we just got to finalize a few things for her and get her signed up, and she's good to go. Other than that, that's it. I am doing pretty good. Like she said, my foot's swelling up today. It's kind of painful. So I just got to kind of lay back, make sure my foot's propped up higher than my heart, and take it easy. I'm getting a little bit of relief. I've been trying to wean off of the pain medication. I only take 2 a day now instead of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And
big improvement.
That's been good. So I'm hoping to get my surgery date next week. And soon after that visit, I don't know how far away it'll be, but I'm getting sick of sitting here.
Yeah.
I want to have some progress. So we appreciate all your prayers and thoughts and very kind words and the nice things that people have sent. It's been very good. Somebody wants to get in the screen and see herself on the TV.
She's our baby.
Everything is going good. It's just moving slowly. But we'll get through it. It's just a process of life.
Lay down.
You gotta get down.
Here, lay down right here. Lay down. Don't hurt Daddy's leg. So yeah, and he talks to his mom every day, usually around this time. I'm surprised she hasn't called yet.
I'll be calling her in a minute.
Yeah, they talk every night, and so she's doing good. And with this all going on with him, it gives peace of mind that she's safe, and
Big
the kids.
big load off.
The kids have, the kids are checking on her. Our one son that has one child has gone over there a few times and got her things that she's needed. The other one, he lives a little further away, and he's got the 3 kids, and it's a little bit harder for them, but they have gone and taken the kids there. And so we're just thankful for family that have pitched in during the times when we can't be there. So I just wanted him to update that because we've had so many ask, and we appreciate the thoughts and the prayers, and she's doing good. So
She's all right. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. You want to say anything else?
I'm good.
Good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just close out the video for tonight. It's a long one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow will not be a Keto 101 video. I already have a pre-recorded video for tomorrow, which is Sunday, for a collab with Hope from Mission Keto. She did a video too with 2 Thanksgiving recipes, and I did a video with 2 Thanksgiving recipes, and we won't be in each other's videos, but we talk about each other in the videos, and we're going to release the videos tomorrow at the same time. So make sure you subscribe and put on that little notification bell so you can watch those videos. Go over there to Mission Keto and show them some love. I didn't mention this in my video that's going to come out tomorrow. They also have an RV channel that they are trying to grow. So you can join that too. But tomorrow won't be Keto 101. It will be a recipe video. I have 2 outstanding, I think they're really good appetizer recipes for Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's Eve. You can use them throughout the holidays. The sausage pinwheels are a big hit. So make sure that you watch that tomorrow. And then I will be back on Monday with another Keto 101 video. So I'll see you then. Have a great night and God bless.